So we are now quickly approaching closing out April of 2021, and it is still next to impossible to track down a PS5 outside of really quick surprise drops from retailers. And obviously there's a few good methods to stay up to date with that kind of stuff. And I want to make a quick stock update video today because we actually have Sony directly saying themselves that they are not expecting stock to get better during this entire fiscal year, which actually lasts all the way into March of 2022. So if you're still on the hunt for this console, we got to talk about a few tips and tricks to make sure you're updated and in the know for when these console drops go live, because it does not appear that it'll get any better for the foreseeable future. What's up, Nation? If it's your first time on the channel, make sure you join Sunbro Nation by subscribing below. Hit the like button on this video if you enjoy it today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming news. Now guys, lately I've been doing a ton of Nintendo news videos, and that is primarily where the channel will be in the future. However, I have not forgotten about all of the people that are still hunting for the PlayStation 5 and a lot of the viewers that have come to this channel because of that. And today we have had a major statement from Sony around what they're expecting in terms of the future supply of the PlayStation 5. And guys, what's crazy is it's actually still the best performing console ever for Sony, even though it feels like it's impossible to get. There are gamers slowly getting this thing, but unfortunately the scalper market is still real, and they are still flying off the shelves at any retailers that they go live at. And I'm gonna say this at the beginning of the video, guys, if you haven't already done it, Twitter is your best friend, and I will have a few different stock notification accounts that you should absolutely follow if you intend to get this thing in 2021 and even into 2022 at all. Now guys, with that said, I do want to read through the article and the exact statement from Sony so you kind of see the reason behind what kind of struggles they're facing and what that means for you, the end consumer that's still trying to purchase this console. Sony has said it's unlikely that supplies of PlayStation 5 consoles will drastically improve in its current fiscal year, which ends on March 31st, 2022. In its latest financial results published on Wednesday, the corporation reported that PS5 ship numbers are slightly ahead of where PS4 was during the same period, 7.8 million versus 7.6 million. Sony said its current target for PS5's second fiscal year was to exceed the 14.8 million PS4 consoles managed. However, speaking during an investor call following its results transcribed by VGC, Sony's CFO said the company did not expect to completely resolve supply issues which have seen the PS5 widely sold out since launch. Hiroki Todoroki said Sony was currently considering various solutions to help it cope with the global shortage of hardware components, including potentially alerting hardware designs or sourcing secondary suppliers. He was quoted here saying, "As I said earlier, we're aiming for more sales volume than the PS4 during year 2, but can we drastically increase the supply? No, that's not likely," he said. The shortage of semiconductors is one factor, but there are other factors that will impact on production volume. So at present, we'd like to aim at beating the second year sales of 14.8 million, which was the second year of the PS4. Asked specifically about the shortage of semiconductors, which is affecting all consumer electronic industries from smartphones to cars, Todoroki suggested that Sony had means with which it would cope. For example, we could find maybe a secondary source, or by changing the design, we could cope, the exec said. In the electronics products and solutions business, we took a flexibility maneuver, and in fiscal year 2021, we like to flexibly adapt to the situation. Sony's comments follow Microsoft's warnings during its own financial results this week, in which it said expects Xbox Series X and S supply issues to continue over the coming months. So while that is obviously disappointing news if you are still on the hunt for this console, I think it needs to be a wake-up call for people who really do want to secure this thing, that you can't just rely on this thing popping up in store shelves anytime soon. We were hoping that big box retailers like Best Buy and different ones, Target, would maybe start to actually just stock this thing on the shelves, and you could just simply go in to a store like the good old days and purchase a console and walk out. And it appears that that is going to be less and less likely for the entire next year. So the reason for really the core of this video today is if you still are hunting for that PS5, you are going to have to take this online notifications on Twitter approach to actually secure that console, because that's whenever the things get secure. That's whenever you see people actually getting the consoles, and a lot of other people are saying it's impossible, which you're not wrong. It's extremely hard to get it added to cart and then persist all the way through the payment screen. But guys, that's kind of the name of the game at this point. And if you want a content creator that's going to continue to focus on this in the form of YouTube videos, I absolutely recommend Jake Randall, as he's continued to do great step-by-step stock updates and checkout videos around the PS5. And so that is something that, guys, you're going to have to go that kind of route and subscribe to those people and have notifications on Twitter if you want to continue to be updated on this PS5 stock situation over the next year. Because while the PS5 is an incredible console, you know, there's obviously still a ton of demand, and this thing will continue to fly off shelves. And until Sony can finally ramp up production to where it needs to be, this is going to be the world where we live in around the PS5 specifically for the foreseeable future, and even the Xbox Series X and S from the sounds of it. So it is kind of a grim time if you're, you know, just wanting to easily pick up this console, but the reality is you're gonna have to take these additional steps and really be ready to go at a moment's notice with any potential console drops. So again, check my description below. There's a few different accounts on Twitter you can follow on there that do a fantastic job tweeting out the links as soon as they go live. So stay updated there. And then if you guys want to, you know, continue the video content around it, Jake Randall's a great one for that. So hopefully you guys, if you have already secured the PS5 console, please let me know how you did it in the comments down below. And then if you're still on the hunt, let me know kind of where you're at right now. Are you going to give up and wait a while for this thing to calm down, or are you going to continue to try to stay updated and get one as soon as possible? So please share your thoughts with me around that in the comment section down below before you leave the video. Thanks so much for watching the video today, everyone. I do truly appreciate you all sticking around until the end. I do at this point in the video want to invite you all one more time to join Sunbro Nation if you haven't done so already. Do so by subscribing below. Hit the like button on your way out on this video if you enjoyed it today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming news. That's going to do it for me, guys. I hope you all have a great day. Sunbro Nation, out.